Hello, welcome, and thanks for joining us on the DLC. This is going to be a regular podcast focused entirely on downloadable content across all formats. That's Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo formats, as well as PC and even Stadia. And we're just going to be looking at all the major news stories happening in the DLC, and that's going to include all major titles, that some that have been announced, some that have season passes that have yet to be announced. We're going to comment on some rumors and speculation as well, and just really give you a deep dive into what is happening. And this is a great week to start because we have a ton of news stories to get through. So let's just start right away with Captain Tsubasa Rise of New Champions. It's actually going to have a character pass. So this is a new game coming from Bandai Namco, which essentially is all about football, but it's kind of like a Mario Strikers style game. And this is quite a well-known franchise. It's been a while since it's come back into the headlines, but there's actually going to be a massive 9-character season pass with this. So, Captain Tsubasa Rise of the New Champions releases on August the 28th across all major formats, and it's going to have some interesting post-launch DLC. So this character pass is going to have 9 DLC players over a period of time. And you also get a season pass bonus, which gives you a new Champions uniform set. So if you pick up the game's deluxe edition, you can get a V-Jump collaboration uniform set as well. And the collector's edition features a ton of gorgeous extras like a lovely action figure and a nice steelbook, as well as some embroidered badges. So yeah, Captain Tsubasa, we don't know what sort of characters are going to be available as part of the DLC character pass just yet, but 9 characters post-launch. We can see that content taking us through to at least deep into 2021, and it seems the game is going to get a lot of support post-launch. So Captain Tsubasa Rise of the New Champions will release on PS4, Switch and PC on August the 28th, and we'll have more news a bit closer to release about the character pass. So the first really big story we want to talk to you about is the return of Silent Hill. No, we're not going to talk about that Silent Hill reboot PlayStation 5 exclusive that's been rumoured since the dawn of time. We're going to talk about Dead by Daylight crossing over with Silent Hill in a shock DLC crossover. It's now going to make Pyramid Head, one of the most iconic horror villains of gaming history, is now going to be the next killer in Dead by Daylight, which is quite a massive deal. It really kind of took everyone off guard. But this is kind of a weird content because Cheryl Mason is actually going to be the survivor. So if you remember, Pyramid Head kind of was iconicized through Silent Hill 2, and Cheryl Mason is the protagonist of Silent Hill 3. So there's a weird kind of crossover in the timeline here, but it doesn't really, I guess this content isn't being made to kind of like be a, continuity thing. It's just kind of done as a celebration of Silent Hill. And as a result of that, the setting is going to be at the Midwich Elementary School. It's great to see Pyramid Head back in some form, shape or another. There's obviously been a lot of talk about Konami working on Silent Hill again. There's also been rumor mill has just been going into overdrive. This probably wasn't the announcement that people were expecting, but we do know that Dead by Daylight Silent Hills DLC will release on June the 16th. So that's really, really soon. We're looking forward to that. So keep your eyes peeled. And of course, we'll have more information as soon as we get it. Speaking about a game that's continuously seeing support, Street Fighter V is due to get what it seems might just be a final season pass. But having said that, this will be its 5th fighter pass, which is incredible. So yeah, it seems the post-launch support for Street Fighter V will be coming to an end with this upcoming Season 5. It was revealed in a Capcom Unity post, and they've said due to the success of Season 4 and the Champion Edition, they will do a final Season 5. So the fact that they've really stated it's final suggests to me that work is probably deep in development on Street Fighter 6. It has been a little while since Street Fighter 5. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with that, whether or not it goes multi-platform again. But yeah, excitingly, this final season pass will add 5 new fighters to the roster, with an additional 3 stages being planned. So the rumor mill's already going into overdrive, and people and fans have already got the characters they'd like to see. Names like Haga, Rose, Remy, even Ify have been thrown around. More details are going to be expected this summer, but it's fair to say that Capcom have given this game a wealth of support over the past several years, and this final season is sure to be fantastic. It's going to be a lot of exciting things to come surely from Street Fighter V this summer. We'll give you more news as soon as we get it, but it's great to see the game continuing to receive post-launch content. So in another big story, Bungie have been teasing the next expansion for Destiny 2. We're due to get a big reveal on June the 9th, but apparently the blog post said they're going to talk about the next chapter in the story that has been unfolding all year long. And a recent tweet really kind of set people's tongues wagging because it quite literally was an audio file in the shape of a pyramid. Now, the speculation is amok that players will finally get to face the darkness, although some others are feeling it might just be a bit too soon. They feel that that might be a Destiny 3 storyline. We don't know, but we do know there's a live stream on June the 9th, according to the production director Justin Truman, and I guess we're going to learn a lot more then. We also know that Destiny 2 has been confirmed to release on Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 consoles at launch, so that's another big title confirmed for next gen. And it seems Bungie are not done with Destiny 2 yet, as it seems the post-launch support is going to go on for months and maybe even years ahead. So those who are waiting for Destiny 3 probably have a bit longer to wait. The excellent Minecraft Dungeons released just recently, and it's now available across all formats on Xbox Game Pass as well as PC, and it's already been confirmed that the game would have 2 pieces of DLC via its Hero Pass Season Pass. And now Mojang have confirmed that the first DLC will be known as Jungle Awakens, and it will add new weapons, armor, and artifacts. So Jungle Awakens will be made up of 3 levels and see players take on the likes of Leap Leaf, Jungle Zombies, and the Poison Quillvine. We've got the first official image of that, and we also know that the second expansion is called Creeping Winter, and it's due to release by the end of the year. So we've already covered Minecraft Dungeons on Expansive DLC, so make sure to check that out. We absolutely loved it. It's kind of like a family-friendly version of Diablo, where you can kind of jump in with your friends, you can get together, band up, and just take on loads of enemies, get lots of loot, and upgrade your weapons. It's a really, really fun game. As I say, it's on Xbox Game Pass, so you can play it on Xbox and PC if you already own that, but you can also get it on Switch and PS4 as well, and we just really recommend you check it out. It's been a great fun game. It's great to play with a family. It's local co-op. It's soon to be Minecraft, but without the building, which we did find a bit of an odd exclusion from this. But check out our coverage on Expansive for more information on that. And as we said, Minecraft Dungeons DLC is going to go deep into this year, and hopefully we're going to see much more of it in 2021 as well as Xbox Series X rolls around. Another bit of coverage we've covered on Expansive recently is Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, which is a first of its kind major expansion for the Mortal Kombat franchise that adds a 3-hour single player campaign with around 5 new chapters. This is a really interesting addition for Mortal Kombat 11. You get to play as Shang Tsung, you get to play as Nightwolf, and you get to play as Fujin in the main story. But as we mentioned in our coverage, you also get to play as some other fighters as well. So really, some you might expect and some you may not expect. And it's really interesting that I say there's one gaming trend I want to see continue. It's beat 'em ups with storytelling and character development. And I really enjoyed my time with Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath. This is just released, and we feel like not only does it really provide a nice effective epilogue for Mortal Kombat 11 following the events of the base game, but it provides a nice bridge into whatever the future may hold for the franchise, especially Mortal Kombat 12. So yeah, make sure to check out our coverage on that. Aftermath is now available to download on PC, PS4 and Xbox One and Switch. And of course you get RoboCop vs Terminator in there. I mean, what more else could you possibly want? So yeah, Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath now available. Obviously, COVID-19 has impacted a lot of game release dates, with some being pushed back, some being brought forward. What we do know is The Last of Us Part 2 was one of those affected. It's not too much longer to wait now, as the game releases on June the 19th. And as we've documented on Expansive, there is some pre-order bonus DLC if you do pre-order the game. There are several different editions to choose from. What you do get from pre-ordering are 2 in-game items, being an ammo capacity upgrade and a crafting training manual. But there is a physical base and digital edition of the game, and these will also include things like digital avatars, which are usable on your PS4, as well as digital art books and soundtrack as well. So the game currently does not have a season pass announced. There is some digital extras. What happened with The Last of Us 1, obviously Left Behind, came a bit later. It wasn't revealed as a season pass, and we have also heard Naughty Dog talk a bit about the future of the franchise and the multiplayer component, which is absent in The Last of Us Part 2. So it's quite possible that there could be some season Pass. There could be an additional game which includes the Survivors mode as well, which is highly popular in the Last of Us franchise. But yeah, there are some really cool pre-order incentives for The Last of Us Part 2, depending on which edition you want to pick up. So make sure to check out Expansive because you can get all the details on the different editions, and let us know if you're pre-ordering the game and what edition you're going for. So Master Mira has been confirmed as the next Gwent expansion, and that will release on June the 30th. So this one obviously includes Master Mira, infamous from The Witcher 3, and is going to add 70 new cards into the game based around Master Mira Gaunter O Dim. So some cards will have faction focus, including a new legendary card, and there will also be 11 neutral cards. There'll also be statuses and abilities that affect the flow of combat with new tricks. And if you pre-order Master Mira, you'll get new cards on release, as well as a unique Gaunter O Dim leader skin and Master Mira card back. So this major Gwent expansion will be releasing on major formats on June the 30th, and it's really cool to see a familiar face from the Witcher heritage coming into Gwent as well, and how his cards will affect the gameplay as well. We're really interested to see what kind of effects will be introduced into Gwent as a result of the introduction of Gaunter O Dim. So yeah, look out for Gwent Master Mira on June the 30th. Another major expansion announced for a big game is Frostpunk's final expansion. It's now been titled and it's called On the Edge, and it is due this summer. So this was previously known as, and forgive me for saying this, Project TVADGYCGJR. No, really, that was actually its code name for a while. But this will be Frostpunk's third and final DLC in its season pass, and it will release this summer as mentioned. It's set after the Great Storm. The expedition now goes to New London with a special assignment. There's a short and sweet teaser trailer which doesn't give a huge amount away, but we do know that there will be a new board with special mechanics tailored for this expansion and some new challenges. So as soon as we get more information on this, of course, we'll let you know. But yeah, just to let you know that this expansion has now been revealed, it's been named, and we do have a launch window. So look forward to On the Edge coming this summer, the final expansion for Frostpunk. Another majorly released expansion was the Elder Scrolls Online Greymore. We've been checking this out and we'll have some more deeper coverage for you in the coming days and weeks ahead. But what we have put on Expansive recently is 30 minutes of footage, the first 30 minutes of the game. So we've really loved getting back into Skyrim. It's great to kind of revisit the dark heart of Skyrim, to see life beyond the original base game and kind of see this world again, some of the creatures, see the giants, the wolves. It just feels distinctly the Elder Scrolls Skyrim again. It's been fantastic revisiting it. So you can see from our first 30 minutes as well, you get to have a bit of a prison break. There's some epic boss battles. You even get to fight a spider, and you get to explore some of the outer world area as well. So of course, as mentioned, we'll have much more coverage from Greymore in the coming days and weeks ahead, but it's a great expansion so far. We're really, really loving it. So make sure to check out Expansive because we've got a ton of footage to share with you from the game, and keep tuning back into the site and to the YouTube channel because there's loads more to come. Have you been playing Greymore? Let us know in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you, see what you think about the Elder Scrolls Online's latest expansion and general storyline as well. I mean, have you been enjoying the storyline? We'd love to hear from you. But we've saved the biggest story until the last, and that is Pokemon Sword and Shield's Isle of Armor DLC will release on June the 17th, and it will introduce Galarian Slowbro to the roster. So it's almost time to revisit the Galar region, as Pokemon Sword and Shield's Isle of Armor will release this summer on June the 17th. The massive expansion was revealed way back earlier this year, and it will also come in addition to the season pass with Crown Tundra, which is coming later this year. So Isle of Armor will not only add the Gigantamax forms of Gen 8 starters, being Cinderace, Rillaboom and Inteleon, but also Gigantamax forms for Blastoise and Venusaur. A new legendary is also joining the party in the form of Kubfu and its two evolved forms. And as mentioned, we'll also see the Galarian form of a classic Pokemon, as Galarian Slowbro is added to the game. And this will be the only Mon that can learn Sidearm Smash. We've also found a bit of information about Crown Tundra as well, which to me is probably the more exciting of the two expansions. So the most exciting reveal related to Crown Tundra was Galarian forms have been revealed for Articuno, Zapdos and Moltres. And oh my goodness, I am in love with Moltres, and absolutely glorious. Moltres, ugh, I want it so bad. And as if that's not enough, two new forms of Reggie have been revealed, being Regieleki and Regidrago, and they are both electric and dragon types respectively. And another legendary has also been added to Crown Tundra as revealed, being Calyrex, which is a psychic grass type. Frankly, these 2 expansions look incredible. We absolutely love spending time with Pokemon Sword and Shield. There's obviously been lots of content. Nintendo have been dropping lots and lots of content for the game post-launch. And this expansion is it's the beginning of a much, much more exciting future for the game. As Crown Tundra releases later this year, it's going to add a ton of new features. But yeah, the 2 expansions look incredible. Trailer features a few familiar faces also being added to the game as well. So keep your eyes peeled. You might just see a favorite in there. But yeah, it's time to get very, very excited, Poké fans. So yeah, that's pretty much all the major DLC stories this week. We hope you enjoyed this first edition, finding out what's happening on the DLC. If you've got any questions for us, do let us know in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe and let us know what you feel about these podcasts and if they're helpful and beneficial to you in any way, what you'd like to see in future editions. And yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Thanks for joining us. See you for the next one.